Welcome back to Blender, everybody. I'm your host, the Housecode Gamer, and today, well, you might have guessed, it's me back at making my boats. Which, wow. Well, let's just start at the beginning, with one of my later textured creations. Just remember, I really can't do Aztecing as much as I'd like to. Seriously, it hurts the brain. But here are 3 of them that have been fully painted up for your enjoyment. The Excalibur, the Ross, and the Obena. Are they perfect? No, they are not. But at least it's explainable because, hey, I try to make Aztecing. It makes my brain want to puke. Literally, it makes me want to puke. And I wish I was kidding. Well, at least people aren't going to be complaining as much for the Ross now. Do you know how many times people have been going, hey, make the Ross. Make the Ross. Ugh. Naturally, I have been working on just making these things to BC standards. We have here the Venator from Armada 2, as well as the Vels class. Warbirds, with their shrunken voodoo Diridex heads. The Kavorcha from Dominion Wars. The Harpy from Legacy. And one that I'm actually having a little bit of trouble with when it comes to texturing. Actually, this entire line is what I'm having a problem with. The remade Rapier. Sorry, I haven't named these models. Didn't see the point. The Rapier, the Vesper, and of course my twin Narendras. One with the dish here, and one without, which, by the way, is the first 2409 era starship we have. Yes, I know they look exactly alike, except for the dish. That's kind of the point. And another big bonus, the Jem'Hadar escort carrier from STO. This one was a massive pain to build. Mostly because I don't have any ornithographs for it. Now, painting it is going to be a bit difficult because I don't want to just paint it generic purple. No, I want to try and match the colors to the original ship, at least from STO, as possible. So that's going to be difficult. Same goes for the Ambassador family. Though, really, I should just call it the Vesper family because, well, the Vesper has a lower registry code than the Narendra Ambassador Mark 1. So I can't really do anything with that. Not without having the right colors. Now, the Harpy I can obviously work with, just need to find the names of the right colors for the Diridex. The Kavorcha will be annoying, but doable. And as a bonus, guns! Yeah. Yeah, while I have been busy, I've also been kind of slowing down. Now, hopefully, MSR 1701 can gun these things up. Speaking of which, I'm still waiting for him to gun up the D4 KRF K4R, and my Koch, the one with the gun package. Now they should be ready today, but considering his work ethic, I have my doubts. Regardless, they should be made available to everyone as soon as realistically possible. Just remember, I can't do any Aztecing, and none of these ships have registry codes. That said, they should be made available for Bridge Commander, Empire at War. Hell, someone's even porting some of the ships over to Starfleet Command of all games, which tickles me pink. But still. Should take some time. And hopefully we'll have 4 more ships for me to display on a later date. Though, yeah, I'm gonna have to rebuild the Excalibur. It's not perfect. Could be worse, though. Could be the Obena. This thing was a pain. Because the only ornithograph I had to play with didn't have clearly marked guns. But that's what you get when you have a starship model that is clearly using the Sovereign refit material instead of the original Sovereign. You know, I would have liked to know where the weapons are. Obviously, that's not happening. Anyway, all of these ships should be in Bridge Commander soon enough. At least they should be in Bridge Commander in their testing form. Do not expect them to have Aztecing or any of the fancy stuff until a lot later. Brian may be fixing my mistakes, but he's got his own things to work on, and I'm not going to force him. Still, I don't think anyone's going to mind having an STO-era Narendra flying around. I know I'm not. I just need to find, the right colors. Housecode Gaming, signing off.